The shadows hung heavy over the walls of the Giuseppe Miazza. Since that legendary night of glory in 2010, when Inter Milan lifted their historic treble, the club had known nothing but decline. A decade of heartbreak, sackings, failures, and hollow promises. Under Chinese ownership, it felt as if the Italian giant had lost its voice. No titles, no vision, no soul. Debt weighed the club down. It couldn't even afford to buy players. Everything was silent, until the man who speaks little but changes everything arrived. Beppe Marotta. In December 2018, Inter Milan announced the appointment of Beppe Marotta as the club's CEO. The same man who had been brought in by Juventus after the disaster of their 2006 relegation to Serie B. Marotta was the architect of Juve's return to the top, laying the foundation for a decade-long domination of the Scudetto. He chose to start over, this time with a lost, directionless club. He chose to repeat his Juventus miracle with the Nerazzurri, but Marotta didn't arrive with blank checks or astronomical signings. He came with an idea, a real project. He brought order back to Inter Milan after years of chaos and mismanagement. Just as he had done at Juve, he leaned on youth and seized opportunities in the free agent market, bringing in players on low cost or free transfers. Then came the first key piece in his new project, Antonio Conte. Conte arrived to break the spell of Juve's dominance and returned the Scudetto to Inter's trophy cabinet in 2021, ending a 10-year drought and restoring Inter's place on the throne of Italian football. But as is often the case with Conte, after a brilliant season, things quickly unraveled. He wasn't the man to continue the journey, but rather the one to pave the way for someone else. After Conte's departure, everyone expected a big name. But Marotta had his own surprise, Simone Inzaghi. The former Lazio coach, calm, sharp-eyed, never shouting or clashing, but always planning. Despite the doubts, Inzaghi wrote a new chapter in Inter Milan's story. He led the team to the 2023 UEFA Champions League final, reclaimed the league title, and added 2 Coppa Italia trophies. Now in 2025, he's back in another European final. But what truly sets Inzaghi apart isn't just the trophies. It's what he's done on the pitch. It is said that teams are made in training, but what Inzaghi has created at Inter seems like it came straight out of FIFA. A whirlwind of transitions, unstoppable in its force. The players lead counterattacks with ease and intensity like never before. They move without even needing to glance at each other, knowing each other's positions as if they were communicating telepathically. Passing doesn't require perfect positioning. It's executed with the heel, the chest, or even the head without hesitation. What matters is that we will launch a counterattack in moments that no one can stop, no matter how perfectly they press. Barca under Flick, Arsenal under Arteta, City under Guardiola. All of these lethal teams in counter-pressing couldn't stop Inzaghi's Inter, and tactically he was able to overcome them in remarkable fashion. Building out from the back in Inzaghi's Inter is as flexible as it gets. No matter the opponent they face, Inter players can build play from the back with short passes, while also excelling at long balls from goalkeeper Soccz to striker Taram. And the secret lies in creative chaos. The opponent doesn't understand what's happening on the pitch. You might find Mkhitaryan, the playmaker, dribbling the ball out from the defensive line, while Lautaro, the striker, is positioned as a deep-lying midfielder in the center of the field. And Acerbi, the center-back, scores the equalizer against Barcelona, while Dumfries, the full-back, takes on the duties of a central forward. It's utter chaos, mastered only by the Nerazzurri under Inzaghi. The opponent is mentally trapped before they are physically exhausted, and while they try to understand what's going on, the snakes have already struck. After the Chinese ownership failed to pay off Inter Milan's debts, the American company Oaktree acquired the club and chose to continue Beppe Marotta's project. But not only as CEO, they appointed him president of the club. However, he did not change his philosophy. No empty promises, no wasted money, just methodical, precise work and a long-term vision. Marotta wants to achieve at Inter what he didn't manage to do at Juventus: lift the Champions League trophy. As for Inzaghi, he turned doubts into certainty and proved that football doesn't need big names. It needs a deeper understanding of the game. Inter Milan today is not just a team that wins. It's a system, a new tactical school, a team built on understanding, discipline, and courage in the face of the giants. As all eyes turn to the upcoming European final, everyone knows one thing. This is not the Inter that used to hide behind a wall of memories. This is Marotta and Inzaghi's Inter, the team that woke up from the shadows to make its own history. Don't forget to subscribe and follow.